What is Glaucomflecken? So if I ask someone this, they're probably going to say, well, it's this person right here. So this is Dr. Will Flannery, a very famous ophthalmologist, as well as a comedian who goes by the stage name Dr. Glaucomflecken. So if you don't already know him, definitely go check him out and follow his channel because he has some highly entertaining videos. So what many people may not know, but us ophthalmologists know, is that Dr. Glaucomflecken based his name on a weird eye problem that we actually rarely see in ophthalmology, but it is an eye finding that's actually related to glaucoma. Hi, my name is Dr. Saya Nagori. I'm a board-certified ophthalmologist and a fellowship-trained glaucoma specialist, and you're watching the iFacts.com channel. So today we are talking about what is Glaucomflecken. And I don't mean Dr. Flannery. Glaucomflecken sounds strange, they look strange, and they can actually show up after a very scary eye emergency. So what are they, why do they happen, and can they actually impact your vision? So Glaucomflecken are actually tiny gray-white spots that form on the front surface of the eye's natural lens. They actually sit just under the lens capsule, which is the clear outer layer of your eye's natural lens. These are not floaters, and they're not cataracts, and they are not an infection. Glaucomflecken is actually a sign of damage, specifically signs of high eye pressure that came on very quickly in a very extreme manner. So when an ophthalmologist like myself sees Glaucomflecken in an eye, it signals to me that that eye had an acute pressure crisis in the past. So what is this crisis and why do the Glaucomflecken actually appear? So this finding would show up after an episode of what we call acute angle closure glaucoma. Now, acute angle closure glaucoma is actually one of the few true eye emergencies where we tell patients you should go to the emergency room right away if you're experiencing it. It happens in about 3,000 to 5,000 people a year in the United States. In angle closure glaucoma, the drainage angle inside the eye suddenly becomes closed off and fluid cannot get out and pressure goes up very quickly. So we're not talking about a mild pressure change. We're talking about eye pressures in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, typically when eye pressure should only go up to the low 20s. This level of very high eye pressure not only causes a ton of eye pain, it can also cause severe headache. It can even cause nausea and vomiting. And this level of high pressure can unfortunately really damage your eye health permanently. So why does this high eye pressure lead to Glaucomflecken, and do you actually need to get rid of Glaucomflecken? The lens inside your eye has special cells called lens epithelial cells. And when an attack of acute angle closure happens, the pressure in the eye gets so high that blood flow and oxygen delivery drop. These special cells can't actually survive that environment, and so the cells die. The cell death then leaves behind cloudy spots that we call Glaucomflecken. So it's not something that the body creates on purpose. They're basically scars from an injury. So will these affect your vision if you've had an attack of angle closure? So most of the time, they actually do not significantly block vision. They're usually pretty small, they may be scattered, and most patients actually never notice them at all. For patients who've had an issue with angle closure, any kind of vision loss is typically coming from the damage that's happened to the optic nerve during the attack of acute angle closure glaucoma and not from these small white flecks. Of course, there can be rare situations where having Glaucomflecken can actually matter. So if they're particularly dense, if they're centrally located, or if they're also combined with cataract changes, they can lead to blurry vision. They may also add to glare or reduced clarity. It is also important to understand that these changes are not progressive, so they would not get worse on their own. They are simply evidence of past damage, not evidence of ongoing disease. It's unlikely that the Glaucomflecken would actually go away, but they may fade or sometimes partially clear, and there's really no medication that would remove them. As long as they're not causing visual issues, they typically don't need to be treated, and when the person has cataract surgery, they will be removed along with the eye's natural lens. The real focus for patients who actually have Glaucomflecken is dealing with the angle closure glaucoma aftermath, and making sure that the eye is protected from that not happening again. So, how do doctors prevent angle closure glaucoma from happening a second time? During the attack itself, the eye pressure is lowered using multiple methods. Sometimes it's eye drops, IV medication, and also there's a specific laser procedure called an LPI that is done to allow fluid to drain. It's also important to know that once someone has had an angle closure attack in one eye, the other eye is at risk for angle closure glaucoma because the anatomy of our bodies is typically very symmetrical, which means the other eye is also likely to have an anatomically narrow angle, which would put them at risk for having an attack of glaucoma. So this is why treatment focuses on opening the drainage pathway and preventing any future pressure spikes. So even though Glaucomflecken are like a fingerprint of an acute glaucoma attack, they are actually not very common. Even though seeing Glaucomflecken can help us as ophthalmologists know that the specific eye that has them has experienced dangerously high pressure, they don't always show up after an acute angle closure attack. This means that patients may have had episodes of high pressure in the past and they still may not have Glaucomflecken. But if your eye does have it, then it tells us then this has definitely happened in the past. So they are uncommon, but when an eye doctor sees them, they matter. So if you remember one thing, it's that Glaucomflecken are actually not the main problem. They are just a sign of a problem that has happened in the past. And they tell us as ophthalmologists that the eye went through a pressure spike. It's also important to note that I have said the word Glaucomflecken more times in this video than I probably have in my whole career. And so it is really not something that we commonly see. The clinical finding is very uncommon and we don't really talk about it that much. In fact, I would say as ophthalmologists, we talk a lot more about Dr. Glaucomflecken since he's sort of a celebrity for us. If you found this video interesting or helpful, make sure to hit like and subscribe. If you have questions about your eye health, drop them in the comments and I'll try to make a future video about your question. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.